Hello, hello, hello. We are live. We are going to do a quick run through of all of the uncommented thus far worlds videos. And I've been slipping a little bit. And it's because I've been doing a crazy amount of stuff. I bought a laser engraver. I'm working really hard on getting the engraving business off the ground. Let's see. This is, primarily for later upload, but I do it live because that's more fun that way. I did day one, I did bits and pieces of day two. I don't remember what I did, and I don't feel like looking it up. So I'm just gonna start from the top. Okay. Last time we tried to listen to the French commentary, which was great. Now we're gonna, because there was no day 5. However, I've been informed that no, we didn't. We were doing day 6, and now we're just gonna go straight to day 5. Okay. Okay, I don't know who any of these guys are, but they're not who we care about. Maybe we can. Don't know. We only have English commentary. That's unfortunate. Okay. I am working on my diction today. That is Gergely Shiklosi. Skip the old dudes talking. Davide Di Veroli versus Yamada Masaru. This is going to be lots of fun. Oh, title. I have remembered to edit my title. It's the advantage of not doing it. Okay. Men's semifinal Epee 1. Men's Epee semifinal 1. Davide Di Veroli versus Yamada Masaru. Let's get rolling.
They're underway now. Fencing.
Masaru, notable for hardly barely bouncing at all, is a little up and down, but not really doing anything at all. Davide, much more aggressive normally, much wilder, more active normally. Here he seems to have taken a slow approach to start. They're very active up and down the ship, but neither one is really committing. They are getting very close. So probably will not see an uncommentivity to start. A good long attack from Masaru. Goes nowhere. Davide steps back as a parry. Yamada flicking to the wrist, hoping to draw a counter from that. Di Veroli searching. 3 flicks in a row from Yamada, another 2 right there. Phenomenal. He's so dangerous with those that he can do them with impunity because Di Veroli can't counterattack into them. He's too scared to. Oh, phenomenal. Yamada pushing the distance. Di Veroli finally stops giving it back, and little feint up and a flick down just in time. Yamada goes beat low. Another long, fast attack, getting Diveroli too far back to counterattack. Diveroli going so close.
Yamada looking to hit over the guard.
Yamada pushing back. Yamada is so relaxed right here. It's insane.
The wrist.
He's a slightly older fencer. And he's got all of the experience. And he's just so relaxed on shit. He's 32. Diveroli a bit younger, a bit wilder.
This is what Diveroli likes.
Look how Yamada's just dancing around, and then boom,
His side of the
goes from 0 to high precision attack faster than anybody else. And that was phenomenal because that was Yamada.
So how did Yamada get through there?
Diveroli countered, disengaged and countered. Yamada waited through the disengage and managed to get through at exactly the perfect time right afterwards. It's that little tiny pause. It was so clean. And for 1-1 with a minute left, this spot has gone real fast.
Take you down below. I think
Both of these fencers are not willing to back down, really, metaphorically at all.
it's more than just.
They're willing to get right up in each other's faces, and there's really nobody has the advantage there. They're both at the top of the game. Oh, phenomenal from Yamada.
A little bit far out.
Arm out, standing up, bites out the attack from Diveroli. Diveroli makes it 2 tempos for some reason. That's a blade take, and then the attack gives Yamada just enough time to counterattack. I mean, we know why. Now that I think about it, I know why Diveroli made that 2 actions was because Yamada had his arm out, and that made Diveroli think he had to take care of the blade first. So really, really high level action from Yamada there. For the previous stuff, for the current touch, he got a little bit too eager, lost his patience, and Diveroli easy counter. And now we're back to the present. Diveroli slow advance. Yamada's hand is just so incredibly fast and minimalist in its movement. It's really good. Ooh! That's when you expect Yamada to get about 90% of the time as we come to the end of the first period. I'm fascinated. I hope you are too. This was a phenomenal bout. Both fencers pushing the limits of distance in terms of how close they can get to one another.
And let's see what happens in the second period. Who gets the lead? If someone can get that 2 touch
Very old-fashioned sort of water bottle.
the first time.
Scores tied, 2 apiece.
A little game plan change here for Diveroli, who was straight back to his side of the beast. The entirety of the first period has come out here on the pushing Yamada.
Yamada's willingness to just stand there and wait for Diveroli to come close, and how close he's willing to let Diveroli get is astounding. The man's sense of distance is incredible. Diveroli gets away with one there, but even that was really close.
Hit himself.
Yeah.
Caught himself.
This is when most fencers would be bouncing to keep their legs active. There's a little bit of it there, but Yamada's really just standing still for most of it. And he's really forcing Diveroli to do the same.
Look what's happened.
Yeah.
Diveroli is not playing with the distance as much as you might expect. And Yamada is mirroring him almost. Diveroli is leading, I think, but Yamada is moving almost at the same moment Diveroli is. Diveroli is leading, but he's getting nothing from it. And his little body feints by Yamada are forcing Diveroli to completely abort his attacks. Oh, that was phenomenal. Diveroli
Saw that one coming.
manages to
Lunge,
calculate the distance perfectly
and then
from Yamada's attack, take a clean 4, and then immediately riposte in 4 before Yamada's own remise could get through. And that's hard to do. Yamada comes out so fast and so long, you really want to run away. Ooh, extra parry from Yamada there.
one thing we've not seen is any
Lots of flicks coming out. Lots and lots of flicks from Yamada. Little bouncing from Di Veroli, nothing at all from Yamada, just standing there.
That's where he likes to set up shop.
Di Veroli's starting to get better reactions now. Yeah.
While Yamada was that how to score,
Once you've started reacting to your opponent, and once your opponent
So it's like a
recognizes that you're reacting, that they're react. Once you're recognize your opponent is reacting to you, it doesn't really matter what their reaction is, because once you know it's coming, you can punish it, and you know it's coming because you're the one who triggers it, and presumably your time. So very good from Di Veroli, knowing Yamada's looking for a counter. Does short attack remise. And this is a solidly winning period for Di Veroli so far as we come to the final minute. Gonna have to see Yamada getting a little bit more aggressive and proactive. And there it is. That's one. Second to the wrist. Third to the shoulder. Not sure which one hit there. But either way, high precision attack from Yamada. Yamada's been on the Japanese squad for 12 years at least. Oh my god. Oh my god. Punishment. Pure punishment. Di Veroli tries to take the blade. Doesn't get it. Frozen.
well, they step away, and
And we come to the end of the first period.
pick down.
Got distracted looking up Yamada's stats. First medal was at the Asian Games as a team bronze in 2014, which is why I say he's been 12 years on the squad.
2 points. Probably might be happy with 2.
I forgot to set up chat.
At the end, Yamada showed that
got a couple.
he can get back into this.
Yeah, and he's going to have to come out and
Did I miss anything? I'm
Di
not
Veroli
looking.
in the next. Doesn't have to rush. He has 3 full minutes. But I think what he has to try to do is to try to draw out Di Veroli's attack. You know, at some point we've seen it twice already. He's made that surprise.
We have to. So the big change here needs to be Yamada pushing more. He can't punish Di Veroli the way he wants to,
He seems pretty cool.
so he just has to
Coach too.
force his own actions, and he can. It's not,
So here the question is whether Di Veroli, who got hit on the last 2 back in his side of the piece, he was successful.
You can already see him making adjustments in that last minute when he clawed 2 back.
Third period. I bet
He'll be
he
fine.
does.
2-point lead. If he pushes and gets hit, he'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have pushed. Drops back and defends.
Okay.
Sets up shot.
Okay, so we're seeing already more active distance work from Di Veroli. More active on his feet, bouncier, coming in and out a little bit more.
Decided to do.
I don't think that'll work out well for him. But it can't be bad. I think it's just something Yamada is more used to dealing with rather than someone who stands in his face the way he does to other people. There we have a double. Yamada trying for the duck, Di Veroli going straight. But if you extend first, ducks are really hard. Like if your opponent is ducking and you just extend a little bit earlier, it'll be really hard for them to get the timing down. And you should be extending early anyway, because that's just good epee.
Flick to the wrist, but there was a point that Yamada gave away where he actually
Oh my god!
exactly
Yamada punishes Di Veroli's overcommitment to the defense. 1.
there you go.
Right
Diveroli caught flat-footed a little bit. Yamada flicks about 75 times. Catches one of them on the wrist. Diveroli can do nothing but sort of wave his arm around. And there's another one. Yamada fast off the line.
He has tied the score.
He's got a lot of time left. I would have liked to see a little bit more patience. But
And now he's tied it. Let's see if he's able to take the lead.
it did work out really well. So
Explain that, Jeff.
double there.
Scored.
Perfectly fine. Double's completely pointless with 2 minutes left in the third.
To the outside of the piece, and then picking up your opponent's blade, and then flicking it to the wrist, and that's what he's done.
Yamada active now. Coming in, come down, threatening, double flick. Single flick. Diveroli just toughing it out, not pushing back. Small attacks, giving up instantly as Yamada comes forward. Oh, good from Diveroli. I think he extended out, let Yamada bounce his blade off the bell. Trying to flick. One flick miss. Off the bell. Disengage. Catch. So that was complicated. Parrying flicks is really hard, so good job to Diveroli to be able to anticipate that and hold his blade in place. Just constant blade pressure from Yamada. That's not a style of attack I see very often. Feint low. Blade hit high and then through. They didn't show the previous actions, but Yamada on the blade a lot there. So that was a coupe too, which was really cool. Oh my god, that's Italian. Davidi just jumping forward. Yamada jumping backwards. Everybody's getting so active now in the third period. They're leaving it all on the line, which is weird because tournaments shouldn't be taking that much energy except mentally. But they're really pushing now. Lots of hops, skips, and jumps.
9 apiece with less than a minute on the clock.
Everybody taking a breath, reset.
Nervous.
Davidi seems... there it is. I was going to say Davidi seems to have taken control. In terms of just the flow of the bout, and there was used to get the touch and come ahead.
That one out, but now it's Diveroli.
Oh, phenomenal. Yamada thinks Diveroli is going to keep going back. Diveroli flushes into prep. I love counter flesh. I have a whole video on it somewhere on my channel of counter flesh called the Counter Flesh Compendium. I love it. It's such a cool action. Just ignore everything and yeet yourself at the opponent. It's great. Let's see. Diveroli a little bit pinned on the black line. That's a scary place to be from Yamada.
The other way around.
Two feints.
Yamada is so upright during all of this. Look at his body. Up, up, up. And that gives him the flexibility he needs to go down. If you're leaning forward, it locks your hand into position a lot more. So really, really, really classic, high quality stance from Yamada in that section. 20 seconds for one more touch from Yamada. Diveroli pushing and pushing, and Yamada gets it on the counter flesh. Punishes him that time for the same action he tried before. Yamada too old and wise. Can't pull the same trick twice on him, no sir. Yamada pushing, counter flesh. Counter flick to the counter flesh. Levels and levels and levels.
Can Yamada finally get the lead?
We are at 13 seconds left and they are still fencing, which is surprising. I don't know. Oh my god, he got it!
Amazing.
Third level disengage.
0.8 seconds on the clock, and Yamada needs
Not a disengage, just a little bit of a disengage. Yamada parries that time instead of countering. Davidi disengages the parry. Oh my god, no, double. It's so hard to see the red color.
I need time to get one.
6 seconds. This was a really active third period, and I'm surprised we're at 13-12.
title match.
4, 3. Oh, there it is. Yamada waited a little bit too long.
Well, you would think.
Virtually impossible. Diveroli has been very successful with his flush attack. His timing has been impeccable.
Yamada needs 2 points with only 3.3 seconds left on the clock. Comes in.
There it is. 15-13. Phenomenal bout on both sides. Excellent high-level fencing and adjustments. Bout decided by who had control of the distance, not any weird blade actions. Just pure top-level fencing. Phenomenal to watch. Congrats to Diveroli on making it to the finals. Congrats to Yamada Masaru on his bronze medal.
Where the great Paolo Pizzo took gold for World Team 27 took
This is a fun one. No, not there yet.
over.
This is a fun one. Lucas Malcotti of Sweden, which is pretty normal.
Could go through.
And Khalifa Al-Umairi of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which we have never seen on the world stage at this level before. 160th in the world.
Semi-finals.
Number 160 just beat number 1, defending Olympic against him. That included about a 20-minute delay as they were making that decision. He scored to go up 12-9. There was a protest by his opponent, and it turned out that the determined that took away his touch. He got a touch against him for going off the side of the piece, and its score became 12-9, 11-10. And somehow he was able to win in priority. So he was a very strong constitution to get through that.
All right, very upright, stiff fencing from Al-Umairi. Lots of ducking under, very Egyptian style. That's what it reminds me of. Sort of not as extreme as the El Sayeds, but very up there. Malcotti very Swiss. I don't know what that means. I just said it because there's a lot of airtime to fill. Very classical, much wider stance. Stiffer arm in the sense that he is not moving it up and down as much. A lot less blade movement.
Big support here.
Good
Team Saudi.
flesh from.
No, second no, and the third yes.
Yeah, I'm not saying him using the arm. Good infighting touch from Al-Umairi. A bit strange from Malcotti that didn't manage to complete that. That was really his parry and his option to hit.
Referee Devin Sarvazi from Georgia.
Ooh.
Big flesh, beat attack with a flesh.
So Al-Umairi not doing a lot of prep. But again, a lot like the Egyptians. Very good at committing to an attack and then stopping mid-commitment. I'll say it is a bit better at this. With that famous flush of his. But Al-Umairi very good so far at causing chaos and benefiting it from it. Like to see Malcotti be a little bit more active with the distance, a lot like that. Because if Al-Umairi isn't set on the distance, he's not going to get the reaction out of Malcotti that he wants. And that's going to throw his whole game plan into shambles. Yeah, like that. Malcotti a little bit farther away, who doesn't get caught into the same chaos as before.
So Al-Umairi is starting his flesh attack from a little bit too far out of distance, but he's so fast that he was able to score one. That time, Malcotti, because he had a little bit longer distance, was able to see it and get the double.
But now, Oh, very good to the foot from Malcotti. I think Malcotti is clearly the better fencer here, but he has to avoid falling into Al-Umairi's traps. Al-Umairi is not banking on it. His key to success is that Malcotti is going to underestimate him and assume he can just do whatever and win. And the 2 early touches showed that, and I think Malkote has learned his lesson. But now he has to Malkote has to fence high level, even though he's not getting high level responses. Like, that is not high level fencing. That is Malkote just trying to hit 3 or 4 times.
Goes for the toe. Pull the foot back.
Yes.
And any kind of a weird situation is going to be Malkote. Any kind of a weird situation is going to be Almairi's advantage, not Malkote's. Malkote needs to keep things clean and simple. And
The 2, you'd say that Alamari
1 or 2 actions max and then reset.
Yeah, it's definitely
when he
big.
launched
There's no reason to take the risk that you might need to take against, like, Divaroli, for example. If he wins this, he's going to have to take more risks than he will against Almairi. Yeah, 1 straight action is what he needs.
on the attack from Malkote.
The reason he was able to do it is because he pushed Alamari to the end of the piece there. And he couldn't go back too much further.
Yeah, all right, see, it's
To go off the mark, go directly on the attack.
And took his blow.
opposition 6, circle opposition 6 flesh. Simple straight action. Almairi not prepared to deal with it. Almairi wants to keep fencing. Malkote wanted to stop. We have the
10 seconds.
ground angle.
With 3 apiece.
It's just like a great angle for a single epic shot, but not for watching a video. I wish they turned it off. Okay, 3-3. And you do kind of get the sense that Malkote had 2 early touches that went really well. One from where
Is Alamari faster?
Malkote got overconfident, but ever since then he hasn't really been able to set anything up or create touches of his own. And Malkote has been able to. So Almairi needs to get
End of the piece when he was able to push Alamari. And that also negates the foot speed.
sorry. Focus. Almairi needs to be more active with his distance, which is going to be very difficult because I really think Malkote is better at distance. And then go on from there. Malkote needs to be not get overconfident and needs to simple actions, clean actions, and punish the weaker technique and not get caught into weird stuff. Everybody looks at like El Sayed's or Imrek's weird stuff and think, oh, we just don't do the weird stuff. But their base of technique is so high, they can still hit you doing normal things. And they're forcing you to deal with the weird stuff. Almairi doesn't have that base at this level. Obviously, making the same as a world is phenomenal. But you have to fence people who are good enough to make the same as a world. And he does not have that technique that will get him. It does not seem to have that technique that will get him points and force Malkote to go into the weird situations. We are seeing more active movement from Almairi foot-wise. We are seeing more active movement from Malkote. He's responding to that, which is really, again, to his advantage. And we are coming close to passivity. So Malkote holding a lot of distance. I can only assume he's the higher seeded fencer, 57 versus 160 or something. Yeah, non-combativity. Don't know how much it'll matter. We are already into the second period. And it's not like
Something happening.
Malkote is just blocking Almairi out. Almairi has not committed to the level he maybe has to.
Great job by Safadi. They're supposed to start in the middle.
Well, in the middle, laterally, rather than pulled back.
Good one from Almairi. I think Malkote lost a little bit of patience there.
On the preparation. And he found the blade that
Oh, interesting.
he was able to score.
Same thing where they get into close quarters and then a little weird situation, Almairi takes advantage.
side. But once you go start on the side, you're protecting one target.
Especially if you're a lefty, like Alameri.
And most referees are laissez-faire.
Okay. Alamari back to his normal standing still stuff. Oh, Malcati, what are you doing?
He was out of distance and he paid
He's out of distance is right if you can hear the commentator. Flick, trying to go low on the fletch, which is never a good idea. And Almiri takes advantage. Almiri.
2-point lead.
for the second time for Alamari.
Yeah.
Better this time for Malcati.
When Malcati goes forward,
So that was interesting. Malcati went into the weird situation,
First was parry.
parried, and then came back into parry expecting the counterattack. And then another parry and kept going. And just a little bit, that was another one, just better technique from Malcati, a better extension got him the touch. So that's an interesting strategy from Malcati where he's going to, another really good one from Malcati. Just better extension technique again. Anyway, he is is going into a weird situation, then he's not going to attempt to hit in it. He's going to simply prevent Alamiri from hitting. That's his primary focus now. And then hit from there. And there's two quick touches that worked out really well for him using that strategy. Which means Alamiri needs to slow down a little bit in the weird situations and think more. But a couple of seconds after a weird situation stops, it just stops being a weird situation again. So Alamiri is now getting hit 3 times in a row.
here we go. There, off balance.
Yeah. And he's attempting. Malcati goes back. Phrase ends. Alamiri is attempting to continue the phrase with that flesh. And it is actually just a straight attack, no prep, and easy counterattack for Malcati. And we have a hurt hand for Alamiri. Hurt offhand?
Just caught one on his non-facing
Don't know.
hand. Shouldn't take 5 minutes to put back.
Down his side of the beast.
He's got a little cut on there. Med team comes,
There we go.
puts a little band-aid on it, gives a little boo-boo kiss.
First time in this bout, Alamari is behind. Let's see if he starts pushing a little bit more.
So look at Malcotti, even though he's got a Swiss name, he's from Sion, which is in the Valais region of Switzerland.
Okay, so that's a really interesting strategy that Malcati came up with for dealing with the weird shit from Alamiri. I don't know how well it translates. I will have to think about that and maybe do a stream on it later.
Both German and
I don't know
French.
who I would
Part of the Valais you're in.
put on that stream. Maybe Alamiri's previous bouts, where the upsets he got to come here. Maybe he actually just has regular good fencing. He's got normal technique except for the way he hits. He doesn't look weird the way the Imriks or the Elsaids do. That was a really big attempted swing though. Oh, that was really good. Malcati caught sleeping.
I think a little fortunate there.
Maybe he was parried. But
Yeah.
I was
Well, look. So, come forward with a flash. They're parried.
yes, he missed the post.
Yeah.
Remy scored first, and then he got blocked out.
Oh, he let go of the parry.
He got
6 came back in, and Alamiri kept going forward.
everything right, except
Um,
walked on in
which
time.
is fine because if you see your opponent,
And it would land it.
it's fine for him because number one, if you see your opponent releasing their parries, then you can just go hit them if they're not doing a full parry. Number two, it will lead to a weird situation, and we know he loves the weird situations. Another really good counter from Alamiri. There is no reason for Malcati to be pushing right now. He just thinks he should be able to hit him at will, and he really can't.
Sometimes he's pushed, he could get hit.
Alameri is
Alamari just ducking.
reducing his
The duck gives him the disengage
He ducked it. He dis-
and then extends into it.
button on the elevator. The lift. Well, there we go to the break. Khalifa
Okay.
slender lead. Marcotti is definitely not out of this.
Not great. Coach needs to tell him to calm down and work for his hits. And on the Makati side, Alamari needs to keep baiting Alamari. Alamari needs to keep baiting Makati.
Here we go. Third period. Marcotti straight out of the box with
That's an interesting strategy as well, where Makati just
level the scores.
forces Alamari to run back so fast he can't come into the weird situations. Yeah, he's starting it. Alamari's starting the build. And there it is. Yeah, you can see, look at Makati's body language after that touch. It's like, ugh! So annoyed. He's so frustrated. He knows he should be able to hit this guy, but he can't. The answer is he thinks he's able to hit this guy. He thinks he deserves to hit this guy. More distance. Makati's just going forwards. He's not that kind of fencer. He needs to be changing the distance. He's just... Okay, so 2 tempos, baited out the duck, finished. Fine. That one was a good touch. But in general, like, Amari... No. Oh, okay. That was a weird counter from Alamari.
Yeah, you can't fool.
Alamari scored 3 or 4 times doing that duck, and Makati scored once, and that's just not a good ratio. Come on, man, change the distance.
That's what I was expecting in the last action.
He's sitting on it. He's sitting on it.
Double. Makati's not willing to really... He's back into his original game plan, which is just go and hit him. Which is just not the right game plan for this situation. If he'd have taken a parry there, like he did in the middle section of the bout, it would have been his touch, but he went to the counterattack, and he's frankly got a little bit lucky to have gotten a double out of it.
Time out of the match.
There's a double.
Prize flash attack.
With the double, but the doubles aren't doing him any good right now. He's got to set something up for a single.
Well, Alamari is like benefiting from that because he's closer to the target score. Can't keep doing the same.
And we're freezing. Okay. He wants to bait out the attack, but he's not going to get the attack he wants. Makati wants to bait out Alamari's attack, but he's not going to get the attack he wants. Oh, he's lucky there. That got sloppy and that got weird, and we know weird is Alamari's favor. Makati's lucky he got the touch there.
Same thing again.
It's not listening to you.
Yeah, that's like a 4 into halfway through to an 8.
To 10.
And if Alamari hadn't fully committed to that flesh with no prep, would have been his touch. No distance change. Gets hit on the foot. Amari knows where his distance is.
First time, that's the first time this bout.
It's risky.
It's risky because when you go for someone's toe, the instinct is for them to go right to your mask, which is the closest thing to their point.
More preps now from Alamari, but I really think the more he fences normally, the more Makati is going to feel comfortable. Like it's right now, all the weird stuff is freaking Makati out a little bit.
Wow.
Oh, good hand shot.
Short on the first one. And then continued.
Prep, flick. Oh, really good flick. Underrated skill is getting your flicks to land on the glove instead of like, if you get your flicks to land here instead of here, huge difference in your game. Ideally, of course, it's here, but okay. Pushing again from Malkotti, not changing the distance. Almost got hit in the foot again. Exact same thing. Oh. Ooh, good again for same deal. Malkotti just absolutely demolishing the parry, and we saw before. Sorry, Malkotti absolutely demolishing with a parry, and we saw before where Malkotti took 6 and then released a little bit for that, and Alamairi couldn't, just kept going, and that let him do that. Well, now Malkotti is shutting out the 4 so hard that Alamairi has just no chance at all to do that. Malkotti starting a little bit early. Ref doesn't care because this isn't a saber. And now Malkotti is a little bit more comfortable and not pressing as much. Instantly, he's more relaxed and more fluid in his movement. In and out a little bit more. I don't think he's going to commit to attack unless Alamairi gives him something really to work with. Like that. We got 13 seconds and 1 touch. And now Malkotti's just going to burn the end of the strip. Should have burned it to the end of the strip. You know, I'm thinking in my head and it's coming out garbled. I burned time by moving to the back of the strip. We should have just gone immediately back on that. Oh, that was really good, actually. I got him in the hand. So that was a really lucky touch for Alamairi.
So we have a medical timeout.
Okay, medical timeout. Knees are terrifying. I hope everybody's knees stay healthy through your whole career. Yeah, lucky from Alamairi to get the hand there. I stand by my statement. That should have never come anywhere near him. Should have been going back as soon as Alamairi fainted. But it is what it is. Okay, Malkotti jumping.
The action there with 8 seconds to go. Alamairi, that flesh attack that he had been parried and nailed the last 2 times, this time was able to do the job.
Now, is anyone going to try and take a win here?
Okay, we are not fencing. We are skipping. Okay, priority minute. This is all going to come down to Malkotti. This whole bout has been about Malkotti. Not that Alamairi has fenced phenomenally. I'm selling him short. He has taken every advantage given to him. And there were a lot of things Malkotti didn't need to give him. Yeah, it's going to go to Alamairi. I have not looked at the results. I don't know what's happening. What's going to happen? What's happened? Oh, okay. Really good for Malkotti. Where was that the whole bout? Let's see if they'll show it to us like that. Show that to us again. Phenomenal fencing from Alamairi.
First ever fencing medal for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. You really have to do the blade check right away, or the ref won't give it to you or shouldn't give it to you.
We won team gold back in 2018 in Wuxi for Switzerland.
Switzerland, not Sweden.
Gold medal match.
I guess they're not going to show us the last touch, but really, really good touch from Malkotti. Just boom, 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 and not waiting for Alamairi to commit, predicting it, and going immediate shot to shoulder. Congrats to Alamairi on his bronze. Congrats to Malkotti on making the gold medal bout. I hope you enjoyed.
She was beaten by Joy Sebin, who then Two.
Okay,
Possibly before getting
we are at Women's Saber semis.
either was water. nor
Bout 1 is Larissa Eifler versus Sugar Bataille. Bout 2 is Tuscany Tori versus Sarah Balzer.
Gregorian was knocked out. It's
Uh,
the bracket.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Fourth ranked enter.
We have at least 3 out of 4 lefties.
Larissa Bataille.
I don't remember if Tuscany Tori is left-handed or not. I think Women's Saber, although it's gotten better, is actually a lot more fun than Men's Saber. Men's Saber, up until very recently, was just you guys going like this a bunch. And Women's Saber had a lot more this. And because of that, I think they should widen the on-guard lines for Men's Saber, but they'll never do it.
But it's hard to say if it was a letdown because obviously.
Because it doesn't nerf anybody, it just makes the game better.
I think it's a much taller and longer fencer. Bataille.
The short answer is they fucked with Foil in the 2000s, Saber in the 2010s, and Epee in the 2020s. All the passivity changes. What is going on here?
Pulling out.
We are skipping back a bit to let it buffer.
Eifler's having a great day.
That didn't seem to help. Well, I have great network connectivity, so it's going to be the site itself.
Bataille.
Maybe next time I'll download them in advance.
Her best was on the left in Orléans. Pulling out everything at these World Championships.
The delay here is just so they get the right names on the side of the piste.
Why not? Hang on.
Yes, in that top half of the draw, we had the reigning world champion, Diana Igorian. We had the reigning Olympic champion, Manon Apathy, who met in the 32. Apathy won that. Larissa Eifler then defeated Apathy in the top quarter. We had Imura Misaki was in this quarter as well with Eifler.
I am using my GPU.
Who then Eifler beat
Okay.
in the quarter.
No.
Then in the other quarter of the draw, the one that saw Bataille come through, you had Alina Mikhailova, who pretty much all of us in the commentary team picked as a medalist here tonight. She was beaten by Sugar Katinka Bataille, 15-11, and it was pretty comfortable in the end.
Yes, that was the battle of number 4 and 5. And Mikhailova had a dominant season, winning one World Cup and one Grand Prix. Just a very powerful fencer, but I was able to figure it out.
Bataille's had a good season.
Didn't know why it's lagging a little bit.
Bronze in Lima. And here we go. This is Saber. It's fast and it's furious. Buckles up.
Oh, phenomenal pair post from Bataille.
Bataille.
Almost doesn't move at all off the line. Eifler goes full attack, Bataille ready for the parry. That one, Bataille, Eifler goes full attack, Bataille not ready for the parry.
Convention. It's not who hits first if you're into fencing. It's who starts the attack first. Now, attack started from the right.
Oh, interesting. Oh no, that was 1-1. I really think you could have asked for a video on that replay. Oh, excellent attack from Eifler. She's got a really long lunge. That's really fun to see.
Forward motion of the feet, the forward motion of the weapon arm threatening the opponent's valid target.
If you're being attacked, you've got a couple of options. You can either beat the attack through distance, get out of the way.
Oh, counter attack in prep from Eifler. Bataille not prepared to finish, searches for the parry, doesn't quite get it. Probably would have gotten it if Eifler had been right-handed. You don't see touches that tight much.
But then you've got to hit but not be hit. Might see some counters.
Oh, Bataille tries to pull distance. Eifler has a longer lunge than she expects. Finishes strong.
Quick on her feet. As in very quick.
Eifler straight off the line once again. This is crazy because we haven't even moved out of the
I think she'd made
Um,
that was one of those those ones where she came on guard and she knew
You haven't even moved out of the box yet, basically. That intersection between the on-guard lines is traditionally called the box.
Hit by the quicker fencer. Referee Malenchev says the first attack was short, but Ty made an action that was short. Let's watch.
Let's
the
see.
first action. No, that's it.
Yeah.
That stops it, and then the attack from the right.
Yeah, little pullback from Batai's very punished in the opening in the box.
it's a little stuck
Long attack from Batai misses.
fences.
Eifler just speedy Gonzalez, and we're already at 7-1 somehow.
That's the German coach.
It's consistent outperformance by Eifler.
I would be. So
Played everywhere, waving around, confusing Batai. Batai's very good. Batai's been very good for a very long time.
got 30 seconds there.
Well, the clock immaterial in Sabre, they will have a break when they get to 8. The first fencer to get to 8, and it is Eifler.
Oh, no, she's 23. I don't know why I thought she was so much older.
That's indicative of what just happened there.
That's
She's
wild.
Domination, and it's domination on the feet.
I guess she has been fencing
We know
on the
it's
senior
distance,
circuit for 4 years.
Distance of footwork, of handwork, but this is an 8-1 score due to quicker footwork.
Okay, well,
Ty's gonna have
hard to do analysis on a Sabre bout quite this one-sided.
Box.
Um,
Zabo there.
Batai just needs to either
And the
assert dominance herself or have a better grasp of what Eifler is doing. Sabre is very heavily psychological, and this bout is exactly that. Eifler is just always one step ahead, and Batai needs to catch up. And there's no shortcuts or technique you can do to finish to change that.
saw in the men's foil gold medal match yesterday how Šupanic just dominated.
That's attack left. Tight, but okay.
From Batai.
That was planned that on the first step of Eifler, she was going to attack in preparation. Let's see what happens next. That's a counterattack. So she tried the same
Ooh,
action.
Batai holding just a hair.
Second time a little bit too late. She needs to get out of the middle because in the middle, Eifler has been.
I could see it.
Most of the time.
High, she's holding her hand, but just a little. So she's caught up a little bit. She's losing these touches by a smaller margin. And this is Sabre, and it's a lot easier to make comebacks in Sabre than it is in any of the other ones.
Finally commenced by Batai. Again, she tried the attack in preparation. It's a losing tactic. She got the first one okay. The next one she didn't, and she can't keep trying that.
Ooh, that looked like Eifler hit the bell. Oh, okay.
Remiza the
There's the
attack.
sugar Batai we like.
Missed. Basically, it was her turn to attack. Batai's attack fell short.
Much better, and look for Eifler to go forward here. She wants to control the dance. She has been the whole bout.
Going back is not working for the German. Forward from Eifler, but distance
Oh.
from Batai now. It's the Hungarian.
Batai finally gets out of the middle.
Finish it off. Yes, she can.
Swipes. That was a very short attack.
Quickly and
I would have liked to see more range on that lunge, but it did work.
and look at all of
What did
this.
she hit?
Eifler's thinking it over.
Ooh, just barely caught the chest protector area.
Malenchev's going to look at this. Clearly, Batai on the left was short on her first action. There's no question about that.
Let's see if we can see it
Yeah.
on the
See if they
replay.
give us a replay. Okay, here we are.
Short.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a pump.
Ooh, this one's gonna be hard to call.
On the right, she made two
I think it
actions
was
on
Eifler's.
the left. Let's see.
That was when it stopped, and then that pump.
I think it's Eifler's.
That's how he
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, the replay is so clear. I know if I had had replay my whole career, I would have much less confidence in my ability. It's hard to see that in real time.
Eifler just going back to plan A, which is
So Batai has definitely figured something out. She is down 7-11, which is not horrible.
Step lunge.
It's been a 6-3 second half for her so far. Yeah.
You can hear the blade action. The first one from Eifler didn't get through, and referee Melenchuk said attack no, but when you hear the blade clink like that, it's the same. It's a parry. So the first action was no. That's how he called it. We heard the blade action.
Forgot to change the title again.
Right. So
Melenchuk never changes his
see the
calls.
blade action. First action is no. I really didn't see it there. She swiped for it and missed, and the right away went to the left.
Good from Bataille, getting out of the middle. Finish is strong.
Very simple. She
Down to 2-point difference.
short. Now she's able to, let's watch her pull her short right there, and now she's able to take.
So Bataille has figured out the distance change she needed to make to avoid Eifler's long attack. And it's really made all the difference so far. Now it's Eifler's turn to make a change.
And can she do it again?
Oh, okay. Eifler's turn for a long attack.
Eifler's attack.
Good parry from Bataille. Good counterattack.
Away, and now it's only 1 point.
It's the same.
And Bataille has
Excellent,
the momentum.
excellent second leg from Bataille.
Pull short. Once she got out of the middle, that was the key. She couldn't get into those boxing matches in the middle because the quicker Eifler was hitting her too often.
So Eifler go back to plan A. Go straight.
Not if Bataille retreats. Not if he lets her out of there.
Bataille just on the straight attack going long. Oh, good counterattack from Eifler. That's a counterattack with closeout. Is what that's called. So you hit and then go into a parry, not to get a parry, just to prevent your opponent from touching. And when I say not to get a parry, I mean not to take right away.
Counter
And then
and the block out. Found the blue.
so 2 points. The lead for Eifler.
Yeah, that's Eifler. Strong start.
Is she gonna
Stops.
I think so,
Bataille
she's
goes.
forward with her arm back on the right. Watch the arm is not going. Her feet are going, not the arm. You can see that. A little bit late.
That's attack no.
The other way around.
Attack right from Eifler. Yeah. No, that is the correct call.
It was clearly short. It's a question if Eifler delayed. If she didn't delay, it's clearly Eifler's because Bataille was short on the first one. Well, Melenchuk's coming back quickly.
Yeah, Mem shows the same in French.
Yeah, Melenchuk known for not ever changing his calls.
German.
Short. And here comes Eifler. Very simple.
Here we go. Oh, a little bit of stutter on the line. No cards.
Ooh, impatient from Bataille.
This is the first time we've
It's so she did that pullback that she's gotten all her touches on,
middle and
or
scored.
a lot of her last bunch of touches.
She's been getting
And this time, she went for the immediate counterattack instead of building her own long attack.
From a place in the gold medal
And
match.
Eifler
What a
got
finish.
rid of that and managed to get her a remise going.
Oh, going on the defense. Referee called halt there.
Yeah, Eifler must have stepped off the strip.
she was in
Eifler
trouble.
was
Out of
off balance and couldn't defend herself.
So being off balance isn't a halt, but stepping off the side of the ship is. And that's why they're here.
Eifler coming forward. Eifler wins it.
Very nice from
Clear as
Eifler.
day.
Very nice.
The German has
Congrats to Sugar Bataille on her bronze medal.
blinder of the day.
Congrats to Larissa Eifler on making the gold medal match.
Plum and
Hope you
Bataille
enjoyed.
within one.
We're going to take a 1-minute break while I go refill my water bottle. Okay, we are back. We are ready for Saber round 2 and Saber semifinal 2 and 2 finals.
Eifler was able to get those last few touches.
Okay, we have a French Civil War, number 7 or whatever. We are both left-handed again. This is phenomenal. I'm a big fan. Sarah Balzer has been best in the world since she was about 25. Tuscany Tori, ready to take her turn as a world number 1. We are Woman Saber. We are ready to go.
Was that baseball?
No, that was definitely golf. Nicer than my golf swing too lately. Well, Graham, here's a fun fact. From the Tbilisi World Championships last year and the Paris Olympics 2 years ago, only one medalist from those 2 events is still standing, and she's standing on the left side of the piece. It's Sarah Balzer, who took silver in Paris.
Okay, let's get started.
Both these fencers were part of the French gold medal winning team in Tbilisi at the World Championships last year. And they were both part of the team that will be
Fast steps from Balzer, but she doesn't really go anywhere. Tuscany going forward gets her the touch.
competition and they're up against each other. One thing you can guarantee is there will be a French fencer in the final.
The left-handed fencer will win gold tonight.
Balzer, out of pure body language, takes right of way, pushes forward. That classic boom, 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 boom blade stuff is really her.
Counterattack on the first
That constant 6-3, 6-3, 4-3, 4-3 is
two times in the first 3 actions, right in the middle.
so Balzer trying for a counterattack, assuming Tuscany coming in prep. Tuscany either isn't in prep and just finishes, or is really good at switching from prep to attack. Because she looks pretty clearly like she was going on the long attack, on the straight attack there. Oh, really good counterattack with closeout from Tori.
Stop counterblock.
It does feel like maybe Balzer has taught Tori all of her tricks, and now Tori's using them to beat her.
Forward line catches the blade, because the right way is still with Balzer.
I still think Tuscany is going straight. I can see where Balzer is coming from, though.
Challenge. That means 3 times already early in the bout. That looks like a tap.
I think Tuscany is probably...
And the point is, Tori's arm go back.
So this is an issue here for Balzer, because you can get hit once or twice for the same thing, but 3 times right at the beginning of the bout. So she was very successful pushing her first attack down the piece, but Tori's not allowing it to happen.
Another one where Balzer really needs to get out of the box. Actually, she has gotten out of the box. It hasn't helped her.
Slightly different
Ooh, in the hair. Ooh, that's painful.
got to jump. She was her attack.
Yeah.
That was her stop.
Yeah.
And once she stopped, that allows the left to
Ooh, I don't know about that. That's a tight call.
stop, and then you can go from the left.
Yeah, but Balzer is also, like, what I'm thinking here is that not Tuscany stops, no question. Balzer does not really take advantage of it. She kind of does a couple of preps of her own before going. Oh, very good attack from Balzer. Super fast with the hand.
Stopped and went to see
Both take an instant.
from Balzer.
So Bowser made a very subtle change here. The post trying to attack in preparation, which failed obviously. This time she takes us one step back, and it's paid off for her the last two actions.
Bowser does a 1-2 stomp, and Tuscany isn't quite ready for it.
Bowser's
And Bowser easy touch.
as long as she doesn't give any more in the middle in those counterattacks.
Oh, Bowser late off the line, which you don't see very often. And then that same hop she did last time kind of does draw out the attack from Tori. But Bowser doesn't manage to get back far enough to punish it. Really good finish from Tori. Bowser does not manage to turn the light on.
Good job there by Tori after getting hit a few times, and 2 times in a row. She's been able to come back. Very simple. She's challenging it, but the first attack is no. Once you'll see that she'll stop on the right.
I don't think she has any more challenges left. I don't know why they're still giving this to her.
Blue's gonna get it, but we know she stops right there.
Right does kind of stop a little bit though.
She went
Hard
right
to say.
did like a
Hard
circle
to say.
and they give it to her.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Slow start from Tori. Bowser sees it and manages to speed into it
Tori.
and get the attack.
We talked about the 3 Ps, trying to predict what your opponent's going to do, trying to persuade your opponent to do something they don't want to do, or trying just to perceive defense eyes open. And that seems to be what Bowser's doing here.
That's another really good attack from Bowser. Not sure what Tori was expecting there. Maybe a step back from Bowser, but she didn't get it and her distance got completely thrown off. Wait, he's right. Wait from Bowser. Tori, another longer attack, I guess, than Bowser expected.
Waiting to see what Tori's going to do.
Oh, that's fun. That's attack no remise because her foot landed so early.
Bowser waits to see
And Bowser tries the same thing, doesn't get it. Tori finds the easy counterattack.
who takes us to the break with the N7 lead.
This is fun. Most federations have a rule that you can't coach against your nation mate. Since they're both French, they can't talk to coaches. She just got a trainer there, giving her water. This is where you would think Bowser gets the advantage because she's more experienced. She should be able to coach herself better.
Four very, very strong fences. You know, already we're not even in the cycle, and we're talking about that could be the team that goes to LA.
Quite dominant.
Long attack from Bowser is no. Tuscany building. Tuscany misses. That's crazy because that was a kind of a half-hearted finish too.
Just delayed.
Like she has a lot more range than she's showing here. Look at her back leg just half bent still. And then Bowser's so close she gets the repost going backwards.
Eyes open for Bowser, wait to see what happens.
Yeah. Early out of the break, Bowser 2 quick ones.
Pulling distance, causing Curry to fall short and then taking over.
Get a little stuttering steps
Yeah, Bowser goes in, Tuscany finds the parry going forward
that time.
and finishes. Yeah.
Basically, Curry found the blade there, made the riposte to a second attempt.
Sort of an opposition-y kind of a thing where she's just extending into the line.
Can't be doing the same thing too many times.
Yep, long attack from Balzer. She does like 5 steps. Tuscany does 1 long lunge. Tuscany's attack. I'm probably not saying it right. I feel like it's Tuscany. But I don't really know. That's attack right.
Oh, the referee went with his right hand. He was going to call the attack from the right, and I think it was the attack from the right. But let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Balzer does anything there to get the attack.
But if you put that in regular speed, that's going to look like attack from the right. But let's see.
Yeah, attack right.
Instincts were right. He went with it. Yeah, so you can understand Balzer. You can see in the replay, yeah, the arm was pulling back a little bit, but at the end of the day, it was her attack. Balzer was late. One more look. Going with the attack from the right. They looked at it, and that's the call.
Balzer just being told to tuck her ponytail up in case it stops
Yeah, that's 100% attack right too.
Tori
Sorry, just
ahead here.
Balzer just holding her hand so far back.
Right there, the 4-meter zone between the two guard lines.
Yeah, she's got to be way earlier with that if she wants to get that attack.
Balzer may be one. When she pulls distance, she's successful. When she goes straight in the middle, unsuccessful. That was successful.
Balzer seems a little bit out of gas. She's not at full high speed like you'd maybe expect her to be.
That's up a little bit of thinking time.
Which is strange.
Well, she cannot afford any mistakes here, Balzer. She needs to change things up.
Well, I think the difference in this bout here has been the success of Turi in the middle, number one, combined with the fact that she has not retreated and allowed Balzer to get any attacks down the side of the piece.
But Balzer really needs this next point.
Yeah.
Doesn't get it.
Still the
Calls for
attack.
a video.
That is so Tori's Balzer was just a hair tad late on the counterattack.
Starting on the right. Still starting on the right.
Yeah. Late from Balzer.
There, but she didn't take it. That replay looked like it was still the attack from right. Now the refs are talking it over a long time, so if there's a chance for reversal, this will be the one because they were sort of whispering to each other. And they did change it. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Massive call.
That seems very late from Balzer. Also, she's had like a lot of video reviews.
Finally, Balzer's able to get one in the middle. On the first step by Turby, she saw an opening. There's a step. And a feint
Okay.
under the arm.
It's weird that people keep hitting the back arm and Saber now that I think about it.
Big
Oh, help her up. Come on.
Referee calling halt.
Single late from Balzer. We got ourselves a bout here.
See the exasperated yell there because she made the parry. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Coming in solo under the parry,
Balzer's blade on the post.
I think.
Oh, she had that one.
Or parry.
Up, it would have been
Hermes comes in real quick. Riposte says no.
perfect action, but just didn't execute. That one may come back to haunt Tori.
Attack no from Balzer. Hermes. Not fast enough.
She was short.
Wow.
Really short. The replay's gonna show that Balzer was short.
So the question here is, did Tori take too long overtaking? This is a clear attack no from Balzer. That's not under question. But Balzer recovers and then starts going forward. and Tori is still kind of going backwards. On the other hand, Tori does not take a lot of time going backwards because it was not a big step forward from Bowser. Where did he give the call to? Yeah, he gave the call to Tori because she went pretty quick.
May well be material. Short again from Bowser. Tory attacks. But line
With you?
Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, let's take a look. Sure.
Yeah. Good line.
Playing that quickly.
It's like the second or third line, probably the second I've seen this World Championships.
If it's on the
Um,
target, you leave it there. The opponent has to move it out of the way before they start their attack, and she did.
So Bowser 1 point away from leveling the score. Toski 1 point. Toscantori 1 point away from taking it. It's a Bowser's left.
Ooh, that was really swag. Bam. That was cool. I did not just try to drink out of an empty water bottle.
Quickly. Look out.
Wow, that was gutsy. This seems all Tori, and that one post she missed it.
Who's your money on, Jeff? Who's your money on?
Money's on.
Bowser.
Yeah, probably.
Bowser attacking.
Oh, attack arrives. Wow.
That's what it means.
Definitely a hard-fought bout from Sarah Bowser. Well done.
Bowser.
Tuscany Tori has to wait one more year for a coming out party. Not that a bronze isn't nothing.
Defeating her younger teammate, Toscantori.
And I forgot to change the title again.
Out to
Okay. Congrats to Sarah Bowser on making it to the gold medal match on Tuscany Tori for her bronze medal. That was a very fun bout. Hope you enjoyed.
one action.
Okay, we are off to the... This is... I'm doing it. Changing the title, it's happening. I don't know what chat lock mode is. Should probably figure that out. Okay. Davide Di Veroli, the crazy and wild Italian on the left. Lucas Macotti, the staid and stoic Swiss on the right.
So here we go. We're underway with gold medal match here in Hong Kong, China. The World Championships. Veroli on the left, Macotti on the right.
Okay. Both of them were basically fencing the same as they did in the semis.
As always, it's the
It will go very differently for at least Malcotti. Will not have to work. Will not have to deal with as many weird situations because Di Veroli will hit sooner.
opponent. Looking for an opening.
Di Veroli is a little bit more active, maybe not too much more active.
Of passivity, no touches scored with both get a P yellow card that's going in the direction. And yes, we get the P yellow
We're
card.
going to be yellow. Probably Di Veroli is rated higher.
En garde. Prêt. Allez.
So, Graham, we've watched
Getting
the
very
video.
close together.
We like to go back
Not a lot of really action happening, just kind of playing chicken. Slight flick from Di Veroli doesn't even make it to the bell.
his actions from the defensive
Makotti just doing very small, slow extensions, trying to bait Di Veroli into biting on one of them.
Who's up against the
I like the semis better.
Saudi
A little bit of a flick from Makotti.
for Alamiri, who was pretty aggressive.
Bit deeper this time from Di Veroli. That was nice to see.
Fish.
We're going to get our second non-combativity probably.
Well,
About 50-50 right now.
12
Slight attack from Malkotti. This is the kind of thing that Alamira would have done a weird thing into and Malkotti would have gotten mad about, and he really just doesn't fence like that. So in that sense, this is a lot safer for Malkotti.
Playing the Passivity cards, Jeff, people new to fencing.
Now that they have a P red, the next time is P black. One more minute of no touches being scored is a P black. The fencer in the lead is the winner. If it's tied, the first fencer with higher seeded coming into the competition is a winner. We almost never see it, and I'm sure we will not tonight. But this now puts the pressure on Malkotti to make
Yeah,
something
Di
happen.
Veroli. If you can't hear the commentators, you're saying that Di Veroli has a higher initial seed, and that makes him the winner if they go another minute.
At next 35 seconds with no touches, Di Veroli is the world champion.
And Malkotti pushes, Di Veroli punishes.
Now this sets
2-1.
up nicely for Di Veroli because he's got the lead, so he can go back into his side of the piece where he likes to set up his actions from. Oh, right to the arm. That was beautiful.
To the center.
He was only just short there.
Referee Covertney has told the fencers to come to the lateral middle at the on-guard line. It's very nice to see that being enforced here. There's a reason for that, because you don't want one fencer to get an advantage over the other before the referee says ballet.
I don't know where he hit him. I think he kind of parried him. I think Malkotti kind of parried Di Veroli into Malkotti's own leg.
And 19 seconds left.
Now Malkotti really needs to do something. Well, no, he doesn't. He's going to wait till the end of the first period. But after that, he needs to find a way to build an attack and not overcommit on preps that get punished.
First period out.
The problem with that is Di Veroli is perfectly willing to let him overcommit on preps. And Malkotti doesn't have the confidence in himself to go in and
It worked.
Well, he gets a gold star for this series.
force Di Veroli backwards
He read it,
without overcommitting.
and then the two-touch lead. He's
He hasn't shown that he
very
can,
good position.
and Di Veroli isn't just giving it to him. So he's losing the psychological battle in that sense. And he has to either convince Di Veroli he can punish him not going backwards, or figure out a way to draw Di Veroli forward. But Di Veroli was probably disciplined enough not to just go forward randomly.
To have to be more careful. When he had was on the passivity, the P red card. What was the touch? It wasn't a touch. It was a point. Yeah.
Rather than a touch. It was a point.
A little bit pushy-pulley from Malkotti, hoping if he ups the tempo, Di Veroli will up the tempo too. Which is only good for Malkotti, because if nothing changes, he's going to lose. So this is how he's changing things. Seeing much more active fencing of him. He's 2 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back, attack, breaking the pattern. Didn't work, but it was good to see. And if he'd have done that against Alamira, he would have had a much easier bout.
30 seconds.
Now he needs to reestablish the pattern.
Here a challenge.
Oh, he's only got 20 seconds left though.
Like ballet. Go.
19 seconds.
Pacific Bees forced the way through. Well, did he get the point there? I think he probably did.
Well, Di Veroli is waving his finger saying no, no, no. And the only reason I can think that he's no, 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 he thinks his body contact first, but it's not. He's on the board.
Oh, I thought he was off piste. No, 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 no.
The ref looked at it, they made the call, and that's that.
I guess he has to let a foot on. Okay. That's one. Kind of a weird one. Unreplicable, but you only need one more. You have a couple of minutes. You have a minute, I guess. Oh, Di Veroli flesh.
Well, that is a complete surprise tactic, and that's why he was able
So that's really bad for Malkotti.
to so
If Di Veroli is coming forward and scoring, that's gold for Malkotti, because he can't score Malkotti going forward. So if he needs Di Veroli to come forward, but if he can't stop Di Veroli coming forward, this was really lost. So Malkotti has just stopped overcommitting on his preps by turning them into attacks.
Oh,
Like that. That was really good. Diveroli is not willing to go back. So Malkote says, okay, I'll punish you for not going back. And that's feint, disengage.
Yeah, short
And
and then
continue.
disengage.
And so Diveroli not going back, so he doesn't expect it.
Avoid the parry, didn't he?
And now maybe we'll start going back, and then Malkote can work with that.
Last time Malkote got within one, Diveroli exploded with his own attack.
Maybe Malkote will be expecting it this time. Can't invite it on.
Another long attack. Let's see. Short preps from Malkote. Long attack, Diveroli much more willing to go back now. Now Diveroli coming forward and pushing.
If he can get inside as well, if he can control Diveroli's blade.
Oh, Diveroli. So Malkote doing his thing that Sam GP, you should go check out his channel, let's call it drawer pull. Where you go in, then you pull your hand back like you're opening the drawer and push it forward. I don't like it. I think it's punishable. It works against people who take really big parries, but Diveroli does not take really big parries, and Malkote just got punished for it hard.
One, both times Diveroli answered to extend back to the two-touch lead.
What I like to see is people, you go forward, and then you remise and keep going forward. You don't pull your hand back around the parry.
Close.
Ooh, close from Malkote. A minute left. Ooh, okay, so that's really important. There's a touch at 57 seconds left. It means we can get to the. We have 2 minutes of fencing before the next non-combat activity, which is lots of time.
Drop.
That was really good.
And
Really nice toe hit. Another punish, another variation on punishing Diveroli for not respecting the preps. Step one was deep prep, make it even deeper, and then disengage the parry. Step two was shallow prep, go low because the foot's not moving. Wants it again, didn't quite get it. Oof, dangerous attack with his hand back. Going for the arm like 3 different ways. Diveroli trying to counter flick, doesn't quite get it. Malkote resets. 30 seconds left. They're going to keep fencing. Oh, straight attack from Diveroli. Malkote not expecting it. Really good.
so frustrating for him.
Passing continues. Yeah.
So this is a really good bout from Diveroli because most of the aggressive stuff has happened from Malkote's side, and Diveroli has just been dealing with it. And he's still ahead. So that's always really fun.
With the parry. I think we might see the clock tick along.
Okay.
Malkote
Gonna go to the third period.
Diveroli that's not going to attack. And they will
It does feel like this is very much a bout of one-off actions. Nobody's really built a consistent game plan.
Diveroli
I would like to see
got within
Malkote continue to punish that lack of belief from Diveroli. I would like to see Diveroli be a little bit more active and start to generate his own touches as we come into the third period. Even if it's just the first minute, building a 2-touch, adding 2 to his lead, and then going right back to how he's fencing now will absolutely give him the bout.
Off to
so we think
Malkote does absolutely nothing for the first second off the line.
3 minutes
Not sure what that was about.
to decide who will be the gold medalist here. World Championships in Hong Kong, China. Lucas Malkote of Switzerland with some work.
Yeah, Diveroli's still not doing much. Little preps with the arm. Malkote goes long to the arm.
got some work to do in the next 30 seconds if he wants to stay alive.
Oh, good for Malkote. Not sure what he was seeing there.
Within one.
Maybe just Diveroli.
Change the entire momentum here. Let's see.
Diveroli kind of missed the flick. So a little bit of a gift from Malcotti, but nobody fences perfectly. Malcotti's given a few, now he gets one back. That's just fencing. Take a risk, sometimes it doesn't pay out.
What he's doing.
Oh, that was really good. Again, I think that was to the thigh. And that was another case of Diveroli not respecting Malcotti's prep and Malcotti punishing him for it. And that's literally 3 touches of that. And, they're not going to show you. Such a good touch. 3 touches of it, so that's the entire battle. If Diveroli goes back just a little bit, he's got to respect it. Diveroli goes back a little bit more. It's a different bout. Like that. Like that. Ooh. So close from Malcotti and then so close from Diveroli. Double, high, low. Those are always fun.
Double is the first double.
Yes. The P-Reg card.
If you don't count the P,
Look at the P-Reg as a half a double.
Straighten the blade.
So after 3 times of failing to tie the score, the 4th time Malcotti finally did. But all of that will be for naught unless he can finally take the lead.
both coaches getting very, very vocal from the box.
He's really starting to prep his own now. Ooh. Hand, shoulder doesn't quite get it through, but does manage to stop Malcotti's counterattack. Now Diveroli really pressing. This is the farthest back. Oh, wow.
Wow, amazing.
Malcotti again with the high-low.
Finally take the lead. Let's watch him drop the point. Right there.
Ooh, that was phenomenal.
Devastating.
On the floor, on the front of the shoe.
Get hit like that.
Well, the distance was so close.
And all of a sudden, the pressure is now on Diveroli.
Again, painting that time, I think, to the foot. Not fully committing to the attack.
Oh.
It is strong.
Malcotti's so much more comfortable on defense.
2-point lead to the Swiss. This one.
Diveroli going straight in and just Malcotti just so smooth sliding off the blade underneath.
And I think it's a 4-0 run for Malcotti. And concerned look for Diveroli, and rightfully so, because his comfort zone is more on setting up for defense. But let's see what he can do here, because he has to push with minutes to go.
Oh, really good from Diveroli.
He does.
Push, pull, purely with the feet.
World ranking.
And then on the push, on what would be a pull, comes in forward, flicks to the shoulder.
On gold.
Really well done.
2018 with the Swiss team in Wuxi. And Heinz was
Okay.
Heinz was the anchor for that team.
If Davidi had done that at the beginning of the bout instead of now, this would be a very different story.
Referee put hold for body contact. When things get frenetic like that in Epee, because there's no right away, the referees let the actions go until there's a reason to stop it. And the reason was to touch bodies, core, body contact. What's this?
He's stepping off. Malcotti wants his.
Was he asking if Diveroli had stepped up?
He just got a yellow card.
He got a yellow card because he asked the referee to stop fencing.
Can't do that.
Now, what's Di Veroli asking the referee for?
Not sure.
I think it's a timing issue. So that's why he's pointing. He wants the time added back on.
Oh, okay.
On guard. Distance. Red. Ale.
Oh, double!
That's a very
Really good.
double for Lucas.
Really good fencing from Di Veroli. Got Malcotti off balance at the end of the strip. Phenomenal point control from Malcotti to pull out a double in that situation. That's really well done.
Ground is easily again because he puts him at severe risk at the end of the piece.
The reason why he's giving up ground is because he wants to keep the distance wide enough so he can see any attack.
And another double from Malcotti. Di Veroli really pushing now. I'd rather Di Veroli take a little bit more time, to be honest. Not that the double itself really matters, but every reset is to Malcotti's favor because it's a reset and because Malcotti gets to move forward to the on-guard lines. Getting real close now. Real close. Pull back Di Veroli. Pull back Di Veroli. We got floor judges.
Jose is saying that he might have stepped off the side of the piece. If he did, he has to go back a meter, which will push him over the
back
end line. That's what is being discussed right now.
But remember Marcotti in the quarterfinal, he had that moment with stepping off the edge of the piece. Let's have a look at this. I don't think he did.
No, it looked like it was in the plane of still behind the of piece, not off the side of the piece.
Oh, ducking.
Ducking.
Ducking's not an error. Hang on, go back.
In the quarterfinal, he had that moment with stepping off the edge of the piece. Let's have a look at this.
That was after the halt anyway. What's going on here? Oh, no, he's not off though. He's not off though. He's still got some of his foot over the line. Front foot and rear foot are both on the line, but not over. There was the halt.
I don't see him going off the piece.
No, not going off the piece. If he drops his head down here.
That's not a. If you can hear him, it's great. One of the commentators is claiming that dropping the head is a halt, which it isn't. I don't know why that other ref called halt. There's nothing there to stop the bout.
Oh, no. That's it. It's all about
That's so. This is wrong.
side of the piece action.
That was a nothing burger because he didn't do anything that warranted that.
Sandwich.
So
2 pieces of bread and you wish you had something to put in it.
are they still looking at it again? Did they find something else?
On guard. I'm working.
So the time has been corrected.
On guard. I'm working. Foot on the line.
Foot right on the line. Can't get any further back.
Monsieur Di Veroli, 1 step back. On guard.
5 seconds. 5.34 seconds.
Immediate attack from Di Veroli. Oh my God! Going backwards. Malcotti gets him on the foot.
Has done it.
That's crazy.
There's still 3
There's still
seconds.
time, but
There's
that's
still time. But look, he knows that Di Veroli has
Di Veroli got one.
Wow.
See, if Di Veroli hadn't pushed before, he would have had more time now. But he pushed and got reset like 5 times, and now he's got 2.5 seconds to score.
tries to surprise him and go tackle right into it and maybe even get a double. And don't retreat.
That's a halt. That's a card. Come on. This is the only time we should be giving a card in Epee for early start. That's got to, and that would be the card. This is why. That's a second yellow for jostling.
That is a yellow card for jostling there.
Yeah.
Oh man, he nailed it.
We got the parry. Parried and then
Bang.
time has been corrected. It is around about 2 seconds. It's even less. It's 0.25 of a second. No time. And that is that.
Okay. Weird end of sequence.
Valcotti.
I'm strongly against this theory of let them play because you're just advantaging the fencer willing to be rougher.
World champion
Um,
medal, and he's taken the
but
gold.
congrats to Lucas Malcotti on gold medal. Very well deserved. That was a phenomenally fun spout. Hope you enjoyed.
Back into that match. Rome for Germany.
Title. Okay. Here we have the gold medal women's saber bout. Sarah Bowser on the left, Larissa Eifler on the right.
Best Germany has ever done in this discipline.
Um,
In 2000 in Budapest.
Bowser a pretty good comeback win versus Tuscany Tori. Eifler a pretty dominant victory versus Sugar Bataille. Bataille Sugar, I guess technically.
For a fast start here. Bowser's going to need to start better than she did in the semi. And she will know that Larissa Eifler is having an incredible day. Larissa Eifler actually defeated the Olympic champion, Manon Appetit. Beat Bowser to that goal in Paris.
That is attack left. Eifler is holding just a little bit.
Bowser looking better than she did against Tori in the middle there.
She got the exact same action that we saw, but this time she was successful. And Eifler is on a magical mystery tour, best day of her career. Can she finish?
Oh, another really good one from Bowser. Hyper precise distance control. Eifler swipes and misses, and Bowser's almost already on the way forward.
I'm sure she's thinking,
She's just a little bit longer than everybody else.
today is my day.
Again, eyes open from Bowser. Eifler moves back. Bowser
Oh, she got it through.
finishes not.
Attempted counterattack with closeout from Eifler. Bowser goes over the top.
Eifler flummoxed there.
I don't know how much extra time she had there.
Touches in. What do I do?
And
Don't do that.
Eifler's closing out here, and the touch comes in here. Straight attack from Bowser. Eifler just a little bit late to react.
Bowser coming off the line and then just seeing what the Germans doing. See that stop there?
Oh. Wow. Bowser a little bit late to start as well. Eifler builds a long attack
Ready.
and just isn't quite aware of how close Bowser gets to that quick and easy counterattack from Bowser.
See what your opponent does. Again, in fighting the attack on beating it with distance, I didn't finish that time.
Oh, real broke.
Halt.
Unfortunate. Getting Bowser to stop an attack is hard. and then to have the real break afterwards, so you can't fill your own attack.
Meanwhile, this is spiraling quickly.
Well, this is a 5-0 win for Balzer. That's a 5-0 lead for Balzer. That's pretty darn good.
And Balzer has been controlling the dance. If we remember in the semis, it was Eifler who was controlling the dance in the middle of the piece.
Quick change of spool. That's actually maybe going to work in Larissa Eifler's favour.
She needs to get a touch immediately.
Bit of thinking time.
That smile that she had, that big wide smile when she came on, is gone. And it started on the second action, looking over at the coach.
To reset where they were on the piece because of the technical problem.
That's attack left.
First point for
I guess that's attack right.
Zabo, the coach.
Okay, I can see that. I thought that was tight.
Eifler is quick on her feet, especially in the middle, and she needs to utilize that.
Eifler just too fast going forward, and Balzer finding the angles to get around it. Like, that was a big fast forward closeout from Eifler, and Balzer just got around it. Yeah, okay. So a little bit slow on the counterattack there from Balzer. Eifler goes straight through.
Now Eifler to try to do that with her a little fleeter of foot.
Yeah, Bowser trying to use that distance trap. Bowser just signaling to the referee. It's the German's point. Oh, again, distance trap works. Now Bowser, can she finish it?
Ooh! Really gutsy touch from Eifler. Really good pull from Balzer. Building her attack, she never misses on these. Eifler just got a really phenomenal counterattack. Caught the hand.
Yeah, well, it was kind of like a counter to the wrist. And then Bowser couldn't land quick enough.
So Eifler is clawing her way, attempting to claw her way back into this bout. 5-0 is now 6-3.
Oh, that's Eifler's. Yeah, that is a big hold from Balzer. She does not deserve that one.
Since the 5-0 lead, and we saw that in the semifinals as well. Yes, against Tori, that's a losing tactic for her. And this one, there was a little shake and bake there by Eifler. There's a possibility Bowser still might get this one. Let's see what the referees call. So she's on a 4-0 run, and this bout that has completely changed around. Eifler has to keep her quick footwork going.
That's attack right again.
Footwork indeed.
Balzer just caught flat-footed. I don't know, she's not moving much in these last few touches. Yeah, Eifler just really good at finding the timing, and Balzer's just not moving back and forth enough to get the touch.
How she's preparing this action. Straight attack. Bowser is short. She's now sort of in quicksand and hasn't been able to figure it out. So we have had two bouts within this.
So this is crazy because Balzer's come back from 5. Eifler's come back from 5-0 to get back to 6-6.
She was successful in the semifinals against Tori with that.
There we go. That's more active movement from Balzer. She's not just assuming Eifler will miss. She's actively going forward and making Eifler miss. And there's a...
Because she turned.
I wouldn't have given that a call. Just let her be off balance. Let Eifler go forward.
She did that once earlier today in the quarterfinals. They turned her back. Was so convinced that she'd hit.
Swing. Oh, really good parry.
Yeah,
I guess, okay, that's borderline turning the back. That's attack right. That's attack left.
So
Tight, close. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
climb the hill, tied the score to the lead. Let's see if Bowser can go into the break with the lead.
Balzer a step off the line. That's going to Eifler. Balzer's just a full step late off the line.
Eifler came forward and stopped. And it's possible this one gets reversed. Let's see.
Why?
Stop. You know something? When you slow it down like that, it looked like Balzer stopped also, which gives the attack the chance to recommence, and that's what happened. So it's close.
Video reviews.
Yeah, and you know something? Balzer is making a tactical error. She's fighting these actions in the middle like that. It's not working for her. She needs to draw the attack short and then try to push down the piece.
It might be 7 apiece, but I was on a coaches. Both the video reviews.
That's attack right.
Is with the
Yeah.
Incredible.
Okay, so Balzer got a little bit overconfident with that 5-0 lead. Thinks she can just pull distance without moving. And it's when she does pull distance really well and and actually moves her feet that she gets touches.
Turn the crown upside down.
Here we go with the second period.
Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Now Eifler on her first real long attack and finishes. Well done.
That point after the break.
Pushing. Drawing out Balzer. Here, makes the parry and the riposte.
Yeah. I also want to point in the semis against her teammate Tori when she got the line out.
Oh. Again, Balzer just a little bit late and slow off the line, and Eifler goes
Footwork.
shooting forwards. And this time that lazy counterattack that she got, first 4 touches she got with that. This time, Eifler just finishes into it
Picking up. And now when you
instead of searching for the parry, and it works great.
side of the piece.
Can Balzer figure it out?
I missed what it was because my screen jittered.
Figure it out.
Oh, just clean attack into the arm from Eifler. Really well done.
For the blade.
Balzer's a little bit shell-shocked right now.
Change. The mask is off.
Blade a little bit loose or something.
Look for the blade.
Oh,
Going for the forward parry but misses. Okay.
So we are on an 11-2 run here for Eifler.
That's crazy.
It happened so
An
quickly.
11-2 run for Larissa Eifler.
The wave is a tsunami. It's hard to stop.
Now Balzer will get the 2 touches and then
I think this next point
will get a good touch and then not repeat it, which is weird.
is going to turn it around.
Also, if you missed that, that's the sponsored special where you clip it onto the fabric of your mask, because if it wears out, you can just get a new one from your sponsor. You're supposed to, if you own your own mask, you're supposed to clip it to the hard metal part so it doesn't rip the mesh into pieces. There's the pullback. There we go. She's moving her feet. Now she's building her attack, and she gets it through. Now it's an 11-3 run, but the crazy part about that, she started up 5-0. So she's only 3 touches down, so she's still totally doable.
Go forward, says the coach.
Long attack, nothing done. You do have to mix it up sometimes. She's not immediately punched. It's kind of fine. Ooh, good parry from Eifler. I know Balzer thought she got that one too.
Eifler was able to push her back to her end of the piece.
Oh, we have a comment. I totally missed it. Turned off comments because it was making a weird. Oh, T-powered robot. Yay!
This time Balls was looking over at the box for assistance from the coach.
This is going to go to Eifler.
Hi!
It does.
TPR, you made it.
Footwork is reigning.
I just assumed you had pings turned off because
The World Championship.
Discord is unhealthy.
Figure out a way
You are
to
unsponsored and yet use clip to the bib. You get fewer disconnects that way, but you also have some live spots.
This is not working
Well, in foil, there's like a little tab you can clip to,
It's more than
and also they get ripped off a lot less.
That's better.
In Saber, they just get ripped off when somebody hits it. It doesn't matter where it's clipped to.
she stopped a little hop and then she took over.
Bowser coming forward and forward and forward. And finishes. Elursa trying that closeout again, and Bowser finishing to like the rear flank. Lower rear flank. That's crazy. Long. There it is again. Bowser does not pull far enough. She stands still and hopes Elursa will miss.
Go forward.
She's gotta. Yeah, you don't just go. Yeah, I know you. We're friends.
One away from clinching.
You don't see my pings. That's fine.
Larissa Eifler is set
Oh, for Saber, you clipped to the bit. Weird.
women's
The Sabers in college told me never to do that.
Brewer from Germany.
Attack from Bowser, kind of short. Counterattack goes through. Okay. So now it's a 14-5 run,
Right
which
up
is
here by Eifler.
almost sounds worse.
She just needs one.
What is Quorum Industries?
Hardest to score, isn't
That
it?
is a Bowser sponsor on her lower back.
There it is.
Missed the skyhook. Larissa goes forward.
Larissa Eifler,
Finishes strong.
world
Congrats to her on World Championship. Congrats to Sarah Balzer on yet another medal. This time it's silver at World Championship. She's got a ton.
He nailed it.
I hope you enjoyed. This is the end of the stream.
Took out the Olympic champion, Manon Apathy, and then has now